has to produce their own content, so they're all of a sudden spending $8 billion to make new content so people stay with them. So it's this battle that different folks have to say, like, what's the actual valuation?
They haven't figured out how to evaluate the cost of a view. So the music industry has kind of done this with streaming. They have a price per stream.
Really fucking
and it varies
stupid.
From Apple to Spotify to
Google Plays or whatever.
Yeah,
Tidal. Fucking messed up, man. I meant to bring the night out
the price
before this night because he took out the queen. No one takes with the queen, bro.
This is one of the requests.
Oh,
they
what the
2%
fuck?
of the revenue that each show generates for a streaming platform to be paid to performers, and
I don't know what that
move was.
So watch this. So they wanted to go with.
But now he's not up a piece anymore, so that doesn't make any sense.
Parrot Analytics, and that uses Google searches, social media mentions, and other data sources to measure demand for each show, which then you got to get everyone agreeing that that's the new way that we're supposed to do it.
So surely these streamers are probably underpaying the writers and actors. But I imagine it's not so far underpaid compared to what the actors
it's not as bad
think
as
is
it could have
happening,
been.
because they're not even making money. Like Netflix has to make a bunch of shows because they're
Isolated Pawn,
they can't license
but
them anymore.
even
because
Material
these
at least.
studios
I thought it
have
was
their
gonna be
own
down a
streamers.
pawn.
So they're in this mad dash to create content, or else there's nothing to be watched on their fucking platform. So they're making shows, and on some level, probably going, we don't give a fuck that much about these shows. We just need things out here to justify these people spending every month. Whereas the writers and the actors are going, we need our fair share.
Shit, man,
And they
I don't
can't
know
go
what
to them
to
and
do
say,
here. How
we
about this
don't give
move?
a fuck about your stupid show. We just need bullshit for right now.
We need to grow in Europe, and how do you grow in Europe? You need to make really commercial, star-driven projects. So we overpay these stars, and then we realize, shit, now genre is what works, or these types of murder docs, and you kind of are just scrambling to say, like, our mission right now is growth, and
you can't
people get left behind.
to what you were saying earlier. You can't admit publicly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take
nobody's
this.
watching the shows you make
because
I
then you look weak. Your share
don't
price
want-
goes down.
the share price drops, and all of these streaming platforms are in the game where the share price dictates how much they can spend, right? Because none of them are making money yet.
Yeah.
They're not profitable.
Yeah.
Right? But the share price is profitable. So as long as people are not profitable, but as long as people are investing, it justifies the spending. So it's a real go.
The one thing I don't understand, couldn't they just give them the numbers of the shows that they license? Because isn't that the same thing as the syndication? So they don't have to give the numbers for like their original content shows, but any show that's
Now I got my
licensed,
ISO pawn, so that's
give
nice.
those shows
We
the
like to
numbers
get
and
rid
be
of the
like,
ISO
hey,
pawn.
We're gonna pay you.
All right, I'm going here, and then I'm going to try and do this move.
I just think they're holding everything so close to their vest just because it's all.
Okay, I like this.
Well,
Now
if they give the
this
numbers
bishop's
for the
protected,
shows
and then
that
I'm
are
coming here
licensed,
next.
and it turns out those numbers are way greater than the shows they create themselves. Then when they go to re-up
here,
that license,
and then this is coming here
Even as
next.
if they just never give out the numbers for the shows that they make, then there's no way of people knowing that one's doing more. or
there's
less.
nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that sounds good. I wonder if they feel like they don't have to do that because
Yeah, we should be. He said 43. Callus, do you see Luxa in the chat? Because you guys are both in YouTube chat. It's weird that you don't see him, but it doesn't seem like you do. So
they're like, we already paid you for that.
checking.
Why would I tell you what the shows are doing in syndication?
Yeah,
if I
didn't they
already
pay
paid
like
you a
$100
fee?
million for Friends for 1 year?
And then
Something
the
crazy like
performers
that.
I don't
writers
understand
don't
what
get
the point of that
any of
move
that.
was
They
because I
should.
kind of wanted
I
this
think
here
when they
anyway.
bought
It's
those-
opposite colored
right up
bishop,
front.
so I
Yeah.
think we're
I think
in
instead
pretty
of
good
residuals, you
shape.
get a fat payment up front. That's what it
They
is.
had to figure out that when they started like
Movies.
doing streamer films, is like they had to find a formula to buy out the back end, because normally you would, like, you know, in a theater you would get.
So if Will Smith did
Gross.
Bright, right? Like this is back maybe when Will Smith was getting $10-20 million a movie. He needs that fee of 10-20 because that's what he would get in a movie theater. Plus he needs what the movie gets in syndication when it's sold to HBO afterwards, and then after that when it's sold to Channel 11
And
or,
DVDs.
Exactly. So they're like, we're just going to give you $20 million.
Dude, I'm
upfront to
playing
do Bright.
too
That's what
slow,
Netflix
bro.
says. And then
I'm
you just
playing
go,
way
okay, I think
too
that's
slow.
worth it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And there's really no way to quantify the value of a stream just now because they're not profitable. Yet Spotify, I don't think is profitable.
I mean, like,
And
yeah,
they
like
figured it
think
out.
about all
I think
these,
I
like,
should
Uber,
just
like,
play for
like,
time
meal
here
sharing and all that
because
shit, like none of those are making money. They're all just dumping VC money to try to like, take up market share.
Spotify gives their numbers though.
That's true.
yeah, I have to be careful though.
Spotify
It's
shows all of their numbers.
So
an artist can be like, "Yo, look, I remember Drake was."
Thank you.
People were saying this about Drake. Like
now I got an
accounts
advantage.
for like a fourth of the music industry just in terms of streams.
So
why would his
Now I'm up a
percentage be
piece, a
the
pawn.
same as somebody an artist that's not bringing on anybody?
What if it's time spent on the app per dollar spent? What is it for your subscription? So if you're spending $10 a month and you're spending 8 hours a month on the app, like what if there's some sort of like, and then
Then it's becoming YouTube in a way.
Yeah.
Like YouTube does that. And like YouTube will actually pay more money to videos that give people session time.
What is
Have you
that?
heard
What
this?
is
So
session time?
So like if there's an amazing YouTube documentary about pyramids that like
could
has
be
10
good.
million
Hit
views,
40
they'll get
3
paid
more
for the
minutes?
time people watch that video.